It's wishlist time. And I got a doozy one for you this season. Let's get straight into it. Chapter 4 Season 2 is like a day or two away, and I want to go straight into what I want in my wish list. Now, I'm going to take into account that there has been some leaks already, so I'm going to talk a little bit about that. So if you don't want to know anything, watch this and see what I was right after everything comes out. So I do have a list over here, so if I'm looking to my left, that's what I'm seeing. We're going to start off with the assault rifles, which I feel like are a pretty important category. Assault rifles really are like a big part, especially after we had that really crappy SCAR this season. So the first thing I want to see is I want to see the red eye stay. So far I really like it compared to the burst or the scope. One of my favorite first person weapons we've had. Pissed like any other class like this. Even snipers, like I'm having more fun with the red eye. A lot more at the end of the season as I'm getting better with it, but I really do enjoy it. So I want to go straight into my next one, which is a personal favorite, the heavy assault rifle, the AK. I do know that the Ranger assault rifle will be coming back this season as a remix, so hopefully I can see it more like the heavy assault rifle, hit a little bit harder but shoot a little bit slower. I really like that, and if you're accurate, you can ding somebody and absolutely beam them. But that's the heavy. Red eye, I guess we probably should have something fast firing, so I'm gonna say maybe the hammer come back, something like that. I did like the hammer, it wasn't too bad. I would rather take something like the old SCAR, but or the heavy, but that way it has that playstyle. We have a first person, we have a fast firing and slow firing. So let's get straight into the next category. Is a little bit broader. I'm gonna start off with SMGs, some machine guns. First thing I want to see, okay, hot take alert. I'm sorry, the burst. I've been using it a little bit more in creative, and I kind of like it. I think it would need buffed, right? Like, definitely would need an epic and legendary. It can't just do blue. And I think maybe up the fire rate a little bit, so we can bleed through walls, kind of like the rapid fire. But I think it could be pretty fun. I personally like the burst type weapons. The two-shot was weak, but a really cool concept. So I would love to see them go on that for the SMGs a little bit more. Then I also, right, we need a general run, right? So I think the tactical SMG should come back. Feels a little bit like the season, right? Compared to like the standard, which is just normal military. The TAC kind of feels like that neo-futuristic. Obviously, we can see something more towards the theme, but I think the TAC could totally do that job. And then after SMGs, we're also going to do pistols. So I have a few pistols here. Let me scroll down. I think the TAC pistol is great. I think the TAC pistol should just stay. But if they want to cycle that out, I think we should just have the sidearm back. Those are the only pistols that I think are valid at this point, like normal pistols. But I think it'd be really fun to see the scoped assault rifle. Scoped assault rifle, we're talking about pistols. Scoped pistol. Scoped revolver come back. That thing was a blast. You can just ding somebody like the Nighthawk. But I want a normal gun back, like in the normal rotation. I don't think we should have all three. I think we should just have like two at most. So I think we should either have the sidearm or TAC and the scoped revolver. But let's get straight into the next random crap, right? We have all these other little nuances like marksman rifles. So I have three guns here. Guided missile launcher, come on, we all want it back. We want to rocket ride ourselves, just have a blast, right? I think that one's pretty self-explanatory. I want the boom bow back. We got the Chapter 2 Season 6 bows back this season. I would love to see boom bows come back. Those were amazing in Chapter 1. And I think it could fit pretty well, again, the season, right? Just kind of a little bit more futuristic versus, like, a flame bow, medieval. So, and then third, this is, again, a little bit of a hot take. I wouldn't mind seeing the crossbow come back, not the Fiend Hunter, the normal crossbow. I know it doesn't do much against builds, but having infinite ammo just to, like, kind of pick someone off, and I forget if it has a scope or not, but if it did, that'd be great. Or even the love one, right? Switch it out if we get that at day one. Well, actually, no. Valentine's Day's over. Well, I mean, why not? But yeah, I think the crossbow should come back. But now for this section, I know y'all wanting shotguns. This is what makes or break a season. If the shotgun meta is bad, the season's dead. It stands no shot. I'm sorry. That's just a fact at this point. So we have, I think at this point, having 3 shotguns is how we're going to keep going. We're going to have the long range, we're going to have the heavy hitting, slow firing, and the fast firing, a little bit weaker. So for heavy hitting, let's start with range first, because I need to say this. The heavy sucks. It was fun in Chapter 3 Season 1 when it first came out. Now we've been spoiled with the Ranger. I want the Ranger to come back. Like, the heavy just is not good. I've had some clips with the heavy this season, sure, but compared to the Ranger, it's just not as fun. It's so much harder to use, and it's not even skill, it's just luck, right? Because you have to ADS to make sure you hit your shot, whereas the Ranger, you can still flick somebody when you're in a belt fight or something like that. So, Ranger. Let's start with the fast firing, right? I think this would be a perfect season to bring back the TAC. We haven't seen the TAC in a while. Maven sucks. I want the Maven gone. Like, the Maven is just hot trash. Get that out of here. That is like the worst semi-automatic, fully automatic shotgun we've had in Fortnite. Like, it's terrible. So I think the TAC could totally take its place. It's actually viable. But now for the one that I think most of us care about, and the one I'm going to be using, no matter what, whether it's good or bad, I'm going to be using the gun that fits this class. I think the Thunder should stay. Now, I know there's going to be a new pump coming back. I don't know. I saw the stats. It's kind of weird. I like the Thunder. It's my favorite of the shotguns so far. I like it more than the Striker, and I like it more than the Prime. Thunder's just my go-to. Like, the range is insane. Yes, it does take 2, but I think it's worth it for the amount of damage you get at range. So, I hope the Thunder stays. I know it's probably not going to if the pump's coming back, but if they ruin the pump enough, I don't know what I'm going to do, because this might just be one of those seasons that just breaks for me, because if they ruin the pump like they did the Scar, I'm not playing a season with the Maven. I guess I'm going to use the pump, but already it just doesn't feel the same after having a Striker. Again, my thoughts. But let's get into some of the extra random crap. This is, again, a little bit of an interesting take. Snipers. I love sniping. It's great. But I have 2 snipers here that I think would fit the season really well. We need that heavy hitting, but we also should have something a little bit more fun. So, for the heavy hitting, hear me out, the Storm Scout. I think the Storm Scout fits next season great, and I don't like it being an exotic. I think it should just be to the theme, right? Like, next season, like, it fits perfectly. I think it should just be in the loot pool. But another one that I never got to use in-game, but again in creative I've had a blast with, is the lever action rifle, which is technically a sniper rifle. It's a little weird. It can one-shot, I believe, or get really close to it. I would love to see this thing come back. I know it doesn't fit the theme very well, but yeah, I absolutely love the lever to come back. That's my dream. Again, this is my wish list, so take that with a grain of salt. So, the stuff that's left over. Exotics, heals, and mobility. Looks weird because it's reversed in the camera. Exotics. I want the Dragon's Breath to come back, not the Sniper. Again, I like sniping, it's fun. And if we're getting the Flamethrower theoretically next season, that could totally be in. But I want new exotics. The exotics have sucked, and after the Most Wanted event, the exotics just don't feel like anything. Like, okay, it's a thermal revolver. Why won't I use that when we have the thermal? Oh, Storm Scout, that used to just be a gun, right? Like, they're not really special. So I would just love to see some more like the Most Wanted, but just from day one, that's throughout the entire season. Maybe even themed after the season. That'd be fantastic. Let's talk about heals. One heal that I would love to see for memes, Chug Jug. I think right now heals are in a great spot. Splashes, Med Mist, Minis, Big Pot, like the classic stuff. I think it's in a great spot right now. So I think the Chug Jug would just be great, you know, you're running away, especially like with the hammer this season or something, you run away and you hide in one of those little random cabins, and you just see a Chug Jug and you heal it up to get max, you know, after running away or after winning a fight. It's just a great feeling, so I wouldn't mind having that come back after, 3 chapters away. Peppers. Kind of goes into mobility too. I wouldn't mind having some more speed. I know we've had tactical sprint, but, and I think that's why the peppers got removed. but I wouldn't mind seeing peppers and chili chug splashes a little bit more common. I know they're in the key cards, but like maybe dropping out of llamas again, or if we got a spicy chug cannon, that'd be great. So that's just me. I still want Shockwave to come back, but at this point, I think we're gonna have so much other mobility next season. From what I hear, it's not too big video, especially if we're getting wall running or some crazy augments or just general mobility. But yeah. All right, guys. Let me know what you think. If you disagree, if you agree, let me know in the comments. Again, this is just my opinion, but I hope you enjoyed listening to my reasoning. I don't know if, I'm probably gonna have gameplay or something, but yeah. Hopefully you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I can't wait to see you in Chapter 4, Season 2. Peace out.